What if I told you the Landman Season 2 finale wasn't really about winning, but about the calm before a storm that could destroy everything Tommy and his crew have built? Because while we see celebrations, promotions, and the birth of a new company, the truth is far more unsettling. Tommy says, "Today we win," and yes, it feels like victory. But in this finale, every decision, every move, quietly sets up danger. A company built on loyalty, a murder charge buried instead of solved, a deal with a shadowy threat that could take away everything Tommy holds dear. By the end of this video, you'll understand why Landman Season 2 didn't end with hope. It ended with a ticking clock. And why Season 3 might just be the most dangerous yet. Tommy Miller, from fired to free or just more exposed. The finale opens with Tommy no longer in control, and it's immediate and jarring. After weeks of corporate maneuvering and tension, Cami finally fires him. This moment isn't just dramatic, it's symbolic. Tommy loses his shield. He's now exposed, vulnerable, and facing the reality of being without MTEX's safety net. At first glance, Tommy starting his own company, CTT Oil Exploration and Cattle, looks like a masterstroke. It's ambitious, confident, a move straight out of a power play handbook. But if you look closer, it's also desperation disguised as control. CTT isn't just a company. It's Tommy betting everything he has left on one final play. The stakes are enormous. Every well, every lease, every deal is now his responsibility. And while he talks about fairness, sharing 25% of profits with employees, the risks are immense. Here's the hidden truth. If any of the wells dry up, or if Dan calls in his threat, Tommy isn't just risking money. He's risking the lives and futures of everyone around him. Cooper, Ariana, Nate, Dale. Everyone becomes collateral damage in a game that is quickly outpacing Tommy's ability to control it. And speaking of Dan's threat, it's chilling. When he warns Tommy that if he messes up, he'll take away the thing you love the most, this isn't just a clever villain line. It's foreshadowing. And knowing Taylor Sheridan's style, that's not hyperbole. It's setup. Season 3 will almost certainly see Tommy tested in the most personal way possible. Tommy's confidence is the facade here. Underneath, there's a man walking a tightrope over a canyon of potential disaster. Cooper and Ariana, heroes or ticking time bombs? The Cooper and Ariana storyline is where the finale mixes heroism with real-world consequences. Cooper saves Ariana from a brutal attack at her workplace. 17 punches, one attacker, and a near-tragic situation. Emotionally, it's heroic. But legally, it's complicated. The attacker, Jonathan Reesner, dies shortly afterward. CCTV evidence clearly shows Cooper went past the point of immediate threat. Yet, charges don't stick. The police back down. Why? Because Reesner was a pipeline supplier, a key figure in the oil business. Powerful people had reason to protect Cooper and Ariana from scrutiny. And here's the chilling part. Buried crimes don't stay buried forever. Season 3 could bring Cooper's heroic act back into the spotlight, either as leverage against CTT Oil or as a narrative to destabilize the new company. Hidden theory, Reesner's death isn't just a personal threat, it's a strategic one. The fact that he was connected to the oil supply chain could make this a ticking time bomb that threatens the company's credibility, contracts, or even its financial stability. One leak, one anonymous tip, and Cooper could be facing not just legal problems, but company-wide collapse. And what about Ariana? Her decision to take an office job in CTT Oil seems protective, keeping her away from danger. But it also ensures she's tied to the company in every sense, financially, professionally, and emotionally. This gives CTT power over her life, a form of quiet leverage that could have unforeseen consequences if conflicts flare in Season 3. Cooper as president. Too much too soon. Tommy elevates Cooper to president, a decision that seems natural on paper. Cooper has survived extreme stress, proven loyalty, and knows the team inside and out. But here's the nuance. Cooper isn't ready. He's a young man who has just survived a near-death situation with Ariana, faced potential murder charges, and is suddenly expected to lead an entire oil operation. Cooper stepping into this role is not a promotion. It's a trial by fire. Theory. Cooper will likely face his first real moral and operational dilemma in Season 3. A bad deal, a failed well, or external threats could force him into a position where he must choose between the company, his personal ethics, and Ariana. And with Tommy stepping back as senior VP, Cooper won't have the experience to guide him through the fire. This sets up a perfect arc for Season 3. Cooper being tested to his limits, possibly making decisions that mirror Tommy's past mistakes, and perhaps even threatening the stability of CTT oil from within. Ariana, safety or silent control? Ariana's office position is marketed as protective, but it comes with subtle chains. By keeping her tied to CTT, Tommy ensures her safety, but he also places her in the center of corporate vulnerability. If CTT faces legal, financial, or operational issues, in Season 3, Ariana becomes vulnerable to pressure, manipulation, or even blackmail. Her proximity to Cooper also increases the personal stakes. Here's the theory many fans might miss. Ariana is now part of the system she's supposed to be safe from. If anything goes wrong, she can't escape without impacting Cooper and Tommy. That's a tension-filled setup for the next season. Personal stakes entangled with business risks. Ainsley and Pagan, the silver lining. Ainsley's arc is quietly one of the most grounded in this finale. She navigates college life, reconciles with her non-binary roommate Pagan, and stands up to harassment on the field. Symbolically, Ainsley learning balance mirrors Tommy's choices. She's adapting, learning, and surviving challenges. But Tommy is doubling down on risk. The contrast between her growth and Tommy's recklessness underscores one of the main themes of Landman: experience, patience, and care matter in ways raw power never can. Her arc also sets up potential Season 3 storylines: college pressures, personal growth, and maybe stepping into the business world herself in some capacity, perhaps as a future ally or foil to Cooper. Angela and Tommy. Love, faith, and the unseen warning. One of the finale's most understated yet critical moments is Tommy cursing God, immediately followed by a near-fatal car crash. This isn't just cinematic flair, it's a thematic statement. Tommy believes he controls outcomes, fate, consequences, morality. These things don't scare him. But the universe reminds him how fragile that illusion really is. Angela's line, "I win every day," contrasts Tommy's obsession with grand victories. She measures success differently: survival, love, family. Season 3 could test whether Tommy can ever align with that perspective, or if his hubris will put Angela and the team in danger. Cami, the anticipated fall. Cami firing Tommy feels like triumph, but in reality, she's walking into a trap of her own making. Her big offshore gamble, risky, emotional, and reckless, is being executed without the very people who kept MTech's stable. And while she believes she's victorious, Season 3 will likely show that she's now navigating the same storm that Tommy once warned her about. Theory: Cami's downfall could act as a catalyst for the next season. Her decisions might directly challenge Tommy, Cooper, or the company, sparking high-stakes confrontations and corporate sabotage. The sunset scene: victory or delusion? The finale ends with Tommy and Angela watching the sunset. Tommy declares, "Today we win." On the surface, this is uplifting. On a deeper level, it's defiance, denial, and a foreshadowing of trials to come. CTT oil exploration and cattle is standing, yes, but on a foundation that's untested, risky, and filled with hidden threats. From Reasoner's death to Dan's looming threat, the company's survival depends on careful balance. And Taylor Sheridan has never shied away from showing that even the best-laid plans can collapse spectacularly. The final takeaway: Season 3's ticking time bombs. Landman Season 2 ends with a company built on loyalty and trust, not structure. Buried crimes that could surface at any moment. Personal threats intertwined with professional stakes. A villain, Cami, who still has power and motivation to destroy what Tommy and the crew have built. Characters stepping into roles they might not survive. Everything looks like a win, until you look closer. And Taylor Sheridan has a history of making wins feel like losses in hindsight. Season 3 isn't asking what happens next. It's asking how much will be lost before Tommy realizes that winning today doesn't guarantee survival tomorrow. Every choice, every deal, every punch thrown in this finale is a seed planted for disaster. And when that disaster arrives, someone isn't walking away. Thank you for watching.